What are you going to do with your life? When you think about it, does the question come easily to mind? Have you been thinking about all your life and plotting the ways to get there? But for some others, maybe not so much. Maybe your life's going to look like mine. I'm a financial advisor, and I'm here to tell you how to not only create a meaningful life, but a meaningful career. To help you decide if a career as a financial advisor is right for you, let me give you an idea of what a typical day looks like for me. First, I like to get a little exercise in the morning before I come into my beautiful office. And then I meet with my team to plot out what we need to do for the rest of the day. I might read a little bit of news, financial news and other news to make sure I know what's going on. And then I prepare typically for an initial discovery meeting with a prospective new client. That's when we sit down together to find out what's important to them, where they are, where they want to go, and what kind of gaps that we might be able to help fill in. And then I might go to lunch with a center of influence or one of my client CPAs to help figure out if there's some things that we can do better to help improve the client's financial situation. And then in the afternoon, I may sit down with an existing client and do a review to help measure the progress that we're making to their financial goals. This kind of day may not be the same as my other financial advisors, but it's the kind of day that brings me satisfaction that I've been working for in my career to build and help clients accomplish what they want to. Now let's get real about what you would like it to look like. Would you like a career working with a team, or would you like to be a solo practitioner? I'd like to hear from you. What are you looking for? So let's compare your career goals with what we know about your generation. It says that your generation values experiences over stuff. You like being connected with others, whether it's a team of coworkers or your community or the world. You want work-life balance and that you want to be able to travel. And you crave jobs that don't just provide income, but provide personal enrichment and fulfillment. You're interested in a variety of concepts and ideas. If these qualities sound like you, then financial planning could be a great career because it encompasses all these values and more. Plus, in terms of job security, your generation's size, power, and influence will only continue to grow, which means you can grow your financial planning business right along with it. Today, you represent 20% of the US population and 32% of the global population. You are the most racially, ethnically diverse group in history. You're almost constantly online, whether you're looking at videos or streaming or Netflix or Snapchatting. You use cash only 6% of the time for your financial transactions, and you're generally more risk averse and pessimistic about economic opportunities since your spending habits were formed by the Great Recession. And by 2020, you'll represent 40% of all US consumers, many who are very conservative spenders, exactly the kind of people most likely to seek expertise of a financial planner like you. Of course, the perception is that millennials and Gen Zs value their Insta accounts, Starbucks, selfies, and avocado toast. But the reality is that your generation values things like freedom, corporate culture, diversity, social responsibility, collaborative work environments, and money for experiences that you share with your friends. And also setting your own priorities. Can you relate? Who doesn't want to be paid well? Since most of you are under a crushing load of debt from student loans, if you picture success in terms of a fulfilling career, helping others, being well respected for your work, with autonomy over your life, and time to enjoy your hard-earned money, let's talk about how you can achieve that. By the way, if you're not ready to strike out on your own, just tuck this away for some time down the road. So what does success look like for you? Are you ready to build your own adventure as a financial planner? Here's just a few key benefits that you can expect. The choice of being your own boss or part of a team, unlimited earning potential, a lifestyle that you choose either full-time, part-time, or potentially flex time, and the satisfaction that comes from helping people discern and achieve their goals. And you have the potential to fire bad clients. Now, I want to make it clear that not all financial advisors are equal. The public has heard horror stories about pushy salespeople giving innocent people shady advice to boost their own commissions, or financial advisors that have fleeced widows out of their life savings, or even big banks like Wells Fargo being slapped with a $185 million fine after creating fraudulent accounts without the consent of their clients. Fortunately, those stories are outliers. Most financial advisors are in the business to help their clients make good decisions that align with their goals and their values. Think this sounds too good to be true? If you choose a career as a financial advisor, and you'll discover everything you love about a well-paying business career and less. It can be less structure, less working for the man, and less time having to ask for vacation or a raise. I'm not saying you won't have to work your way up the ladder, at least initially, to learn the business. What I'm saying is that you can earn the freedom as either a solo financial practitioner or as part of a team if that's what you want. So what does it take to get started? So a bachelor's degree for starters, and then hands-on experience with a financial services firm. It's really wonderful if you could come under the tutelage of an experienced advisor or cultivate a mentor. You need to be able to understand and learn how to explain financial instruments and understand that this is a relationship business. And it's great if you can have a vision of yourself, seeing yourself in that role in the future and not being afraid of hard work. Also, like myself, you may be interested in earning the Certified Financial Planner Practitioner designation, but this requires an additional exam, but well worth it. One more thing on your journey as a financial planner. Mentors are invaluable. Cultivate some relationships, connect with people on LinkedIn, go to career job fairs and connect with them. Ask your parents if they work with a financial advisor or know someone that they can introduce you to, that you can begin to interact with and explore the options in this industry. The young female advisor that joined my practice about a year and a half, how we met is she came up to me after I had a speaking engagement and asked me, "Will you go to coffee with me? I'm new in the business and I would like to pick your brain and learn more about this business." So to me, that was the greatest compliment, and I was more than happy to help her, and it led to us joining forces to work together. Again, talk with as many financial advisors as you can, male or female. But I think there's a kind of sisterhood in this business, especially among women, and many of those who started years ago and may have faced some of the same challenges that you face and are willing to pay it forward and lend a hand. Who knows, like with me, that might be the future person that you work for or even buy their business. One place to look is the Women's Leadership Alliance. And I'm a member of the WLA. And it was founded by a group of successful financial planners in 2017 who wanted to change the conversation about careers and financial planning. So when you think financial planner, think WLA. Those members want to pay it forward and inspire more and more women into the financial planning business. That's exactly why I'm here, and that's why I'm sharing my story with you today. So let's get really real about this though. Currently, only 16% of financial advisors are women. And worse yet, that number has remained constant over the past decade, and I think longer than that. And it's really hard to believe because, one, half of the financial planning clients are women. Two, women outlive men. Number three, women control 50% of the wealth, and that number is only growing. Hopefully, with women like you, we can boost that 16% to new heights. In fact, female advisors are in demand. Let's look at the statistics. As you can see, for millennials, the numbers are really strong. Currently, 47% have a female advisor, and another 44% think a female advisor is ideal. Some of the older generations have looked to men, because that's mostly who's been in this environment, to provide financial advice. But as you can see, the trend is changing. Finally, keep these stats in mind. Millennials contribute $1.3 trillion annually in consumer spending. Gen Z currently wields $44 billion in spending power, which some studies estimate will quadruple in the next 2 years. Even if both groups are in their prime earning years or approaching them, they are both fearful that they will not have enough in retirement. Many of them believe that Social Security, pensions, and Medicare will be bankrupt by the time that they retire. They know that they need a financial Sherpa to guide them, but they got burned by the financial recession. They are overwhelmed and don't know where to start. But instead of surrendering to fear, they can look to you to help guide them. You can be the financial planner they can rely on to map out a secure financial future. You can be their trusted advisor at all ages and stages of life. You can even raise a family by adjusting your schedule, whether part of a team or as a solo advisor. It's a win-win for all. So let's change the conversation. Join me in one of the fastest growing careers for women. Be the change that you want to see in the world. Become a financial advisor. Want to know more? Find the resources, videos, links, and more at the Women's Leadership Alliance site, www.womensleadalliance.org. Or just ask me. That's why I'm here.